Great game. Quality start, Aiden Canuck, and then all the bullpen guys that came in doing a job and executing in one way or the other, whether it was in there for one hitter like Jacob McGovern or to get a save like Austin Gordon. But these two guys, Jacob Hinderleider, Cannarella, really accounted for the majority of the offense. Hindy with 5 for 5 hits today. Cam with 3 RBIs, just really making stuff happen at the top and middle of the order. And the runs were tough to come by, and in tournament baseball and everything's heightened. That's the way it can be sometimes. But luckily for us, again, superpower of the team is the believability that we're going to do it. And where we've played so many close games this year, this has helped us in games like this because we're very comfortable in one-run games. So proud of our guys, proud of them for staying in the winner's bracket, but we know the job's not done, and we'll need to finish it off tomorrow.
All right, let's go to the fourth row in the back. Start right here.
Hey, Coach, Dave Hood of TigerNet.com. Your bullpen, a lot of people talking about it heading into the postseason, but now, so 3 straight games, you consider, what happened at the end of Louisville, where the bullpen's really pitched well. What have you seen out of those guys? Has there been any difference?
We really like our bullpen. We've liked our bullpen all year, and much like hitting, you go through some peaks and valleys, and it doesn't mean you all of a sudden say the bullpen's no good. It's just because you have a rough stretch there. But they have been excellent in stepping up. If we had a starter that didn't go very long, or if they have a job like yesterday or today where they're putting zeros up, when it means the most. Yesterday we had 3 guys, Garrison, Malstadt, and Gordo, 7, 8, 9 put zeros up. That was huge. And then today, outside of the first hitter who hit the home run off Malstadt, I thought he just settled right back in and did what he needed to do. And we had to pitch out of jams. And McGovern, he's not a freshman anymore; he's a sophomore and making a big pitch. So we're again, it's a process of figuring out the exact roles, but we really like our bullpen. It's been a weapon for us. Certainly helps when Tristan Smith and Aiden Canuck pitch like they have, where you can shrink the bullpen. But yeah, very pleased with the efforts that we've gotten on the back end for sure.
All right, let's go to the front row, and then we'll go to the back of the cameras.
Yeah, I'm Trevor Gross, TigerNet.com. You're visibly upset last night when they intentionally walked you there. Were you surprised that they decided to pitch to you in the 7th when you hit that go-ahead single?
It's baseball. I'm just trying to get on base for my teammates so we can win the game.
You also had the game-winning hit, the sac fly to left. Did you feel like that was going out when you made contact?
Yeah, at first I thought it was going out, but just got the RBI.
All right, let's go to the back, and then we'll come up here to the front for the next question.
Brandon Dunn, ABC 15 Cam. How much fun was it tonight to go up against Coastal and some of those guys that you played with, and being from Hartsville in that area, just having the game you had against Coastal?
Coastal's a good team. I know a lot of people on that team, and we just battled tonight, and we're just gritty at the plate and on the mound, and AK had a good game, and Hindy had a good game. All the guys had a good game, and we're going to win tomorrow.
All right, let's go here, and then back to the front row.
For both players, how uplifting was that strikeout by McGovern there, just to kind of get you guys ready to go in that 9th inning?
It was a tie ball game, and the crowd was getting into it. It was 2-strike count, and he threw the curveball, and everybody got wild. And like EB said, the crowd's the 10th man, and that's what we needed.
All right, we're going to take the next 2 questions on the front row. We'll begin here, and then we're going to go here.
Coach Trevor Gross, TigerNet.com. Take us through that crazy 6th inning. They score the run on the. It looked like they had made the same mistake the High Point pitcher made last night, trying to scoop it home. But then you got a little momentum turn, when you got the double play by Purify. So that seemed to shift momentum a little bit your way, back your way.
That was a wild play, and that was an unbelievable play by Hindy. We thought he was going to get the out at first, and then he kind of went no look to Purify, who made a great catch and good job to secure the ball. And I don't know if many people are going to win that race trying to outrun Jaron Purify. Maybe it might be a good race, but we knew he was going to run him down, and JP had that look in his eye, and he was not going to give the ball up. He was going to chase him down. But that was a big play, big moment in the game, runner on third, and to escape. And there were so many jams like that, the sixth inning, but seemed like throughout the game where just, a bounce here or a bloop here or anything could have changed the outcome. So it was a big play, great play by Hindy, though, to initiate the start of that.
I was going to follow up with that and ask if your heart was in your throat a little bit when you saw him try to make that glove flip. I mean, right after Aiden did it unsuccessfully.
Yeah, your instinct is to start to yell no, and then you're like, okay, yeah, good play, good job. But that's what we want. We want guys to play out there like it's a playground and improvise and, play mentally free. And, go for the no-look glove flip. Screw it, if we're going to be champs and if we're going to advance, we got to go for plays like that. So these guys have heard from day one, to treat the field like a playground and go for it and make plays and test your limits and feel free to make mistakes. And it's fun to watch them make those plays.
All right, the next 4 questions, we're going here to the front, then we're going to row 4, then row 2, and then back up here. So stay in order.
Hey Coach, Jason Brooks from Clemson Insider. I know you don't know who you're going to play yet tomorrow, but any idea who you might start pitching wise?
We've got options, that's for sure. We'll have to get together as a staff and figure it out. But I don't know if we'll take a look at who we're going to play and determine that, or if we're just kind of see how it matches up. But we have options, guys who've started for us in the past, whether it's Darden or Barlow or run McGovern back out there or someone else. But feel good about who we're going to throw, and then feel good that our offense is going to take a breath and come out. And we haven't had a crooked number inning yet. We've only scored single runs, and I have a good feeling our offense is going to come out swinging tomorrow.
All right, let's go to the back row.
Hey, David Hood with TigerNet. Jacob, you're sitting here, you never really have this change of expression, but you get excited out there on the field. And I got the feeling, is this, one of the reasons that you chose a place like Clemson to play games like these and to have these moments?
Yeah, absolutely. It was a huge part of the decision, and talking to Coach Bakich, it was really easy to get fired up about playing here and the environment and how much it means to the community and the school. So seeing, us succeed in games like this so far has been just awesome.
All right, let's go to row 2, and then up front, and then we'll go in the back to the cameras.
Erik, really good news. Jacob, you guys are 1 win away from making the Super Regionals for the first time since 2010. How do you guys as a team kind of stay centered while knowing that one of your goals is just 1 win away?
Yeah, just taking it like every other game. We've approached the first game of the season the same way we're going to approach tomorrow, and we just know that we need to compete hard and play loose and have fun, and that's when we're at our best.
Let's go with you.
Erik, I wanted to ask you, in that situation, then when you brought McGovern in, they had a righty at the plate. You go with the lefty there for that. What did you see, or was there something in the scouting report that told you to go with him there?
Coach Bellinger was convicted, and he wanted to it. He was just, he had watched a lot of film and felt like that was the right matchup. And, we all saw what McGovern did last outing and just had a lot of confidence with, 3 pitches for strikes and just what Coach Bellinger saw on film that was a good matchup in our favor, and unfortunately it worked out.
All right, the next 2 questions are going to the cameras. We'll start with WYFF.
Hey Coach, Chase Justice, WYFF News 4. This was Eating Canucks' 10th outing this year, holding the opposing team to 2 runs or fewer. Is this what you've come to expect out of the freshman, even in this stage when the lights are shining as bright as he's probably ever had to play in front of?
I don't think you can say expect. I mean, it's a luxury item to have a freshman or any pitcher like that is a first-team, all-conference type of pitcher, and I think it's more of just an appreciation of how he goes about his routine and his preparation to put himself in a position to be that consistent. So I think he's very aware of it's the week-to-week routine and the preparation and the discipline he has that allows him to be successful, and he continues to do that. And so it's a great example to all the pitchers and really all the players about just continuing to march on and stick with the routine and put yourself in a position to have success. But we certainly wouldn't be where we are without him, and he's meant an awful lot to this team.
All right, let's go here on the left.
Nikki, the TigerNet coach, you mentioned Thursday that you wanted the fans to show up and bring the energy this weekend. Did they meet your expectations tonight? And then for both the players, what's it like to play in this type of atmosphere?
Well, they are bringing it, and we're not done. And so we as coaches, players, and a team need to finish the job, and the fans, let's do it too. Let's put an exclamation mark on this, and we're happy with the first 2 games, but not satisfied, and want the fans to feel the same way, and be the loudest and the most energetic and the most level 10 they have been yet, and we will too.
All right, we've got 3 questions remaining. We're going to do here, John, back to the camera, and then finally up front. Thank you.
John Blau, Post-Game. Jacob, just want to go back to the backhand flip. Have you ever done that in a game before? And kind of what's the thought afterwards? Like, did I just do that, or what do you think?
Yeah, I'd say, so including summer ball, that's the 3rd time I've tried it. I was 1 for 2 going into today. I did it my sophomore year at NC State when I was at Davidson, and I came back into the dugout, and our head coach was like, hey, really nice play, but don't ever do that again. And I don't know, in the moment, I just felt like I could get the out at second base, which was going to be huge, and then JP made a huge play by, the guy coming off the first base, and he went and got him for the double play, so I felt like that was just a huge momentum shift for us.
All right, let's go in the back.
Coach, what do you think has been the biggest improvement in terms of Austin Gordon in his preparation this year compared to last year? What he's done for you guys in that closing role?
Well, to be a good closer, it takes a certain physical skill set, and it also takes a certain mental skill set. And a good closer physically has to have stuff. You got to get swing and miss because you're going to need strikeouts. You got to throw strikes because you can't walk people in close late games, and then you got to be able to field your position and be a good athlete if it's a bunt situation. And Austin Gordon is elite at all 3 of those. But then it takes a mindset more than anything of just a fierce competitor who is just in attack mode and thrives in those close, tight games. And in Austin, that was a really just an incredible adjustment of where. As a starter, it wasn't, he's been a starter and he's been a good starter, but he's really thriving in this role at the back end. He can impact multiple games in a weekend, and I think he's got a very bright future in these short stints, just given his physical skill set and the mentality that he has. He could be a guy that he'll make another jump. He already throws up to 97, but wouldn't be surprised if that kid's in the big league someday throwing 100 with just nasty, nasty stuff.
All right, let's wrap it up here. Final question.